A little while ago, I purchased a couple of new wood-turning chisel blades. One is a 36mm V-shaped roughing gouge and the other is a 42mm shallow curved roughing gouge. Now I need to make handles for them. I have a couple of 25mm stainless steel ferrules left over from the last run of handles I made. I prefer stainless ferrules over brass ones. G'day, I'm Steve-O and welcome to the Outback Shed. I'll select a medium-sized 4-prong drive centre and install it on the headstock. The wood I'm using doesn't need a ring centre, so a plain live centre will be fine for the tailstock. I'll select a few scraper chisels and a spindle gouge to do the turning. My wood lathe is a Carbotech. It has a 200mm centre height and has 1100mm between centres. I found a piece of 70mm square Camphor Loral in the offcuts pile and I'll cut that in half on the compound saw. I've drawn diagonals on each end of the pieces and I've marked the centres with a hackle pin. I've seen a lot of methods for mounting the drive centre, from using a mallet to hit the piece towards the headstock to using a hammer to force the centre into the workpiece while holding it on a bench. By far the best way I've found is to locate the workpiece between centres and rock it from side to side while applying some pressure from the tailstock. This will allow the drive prongs to spread the grain whilst at the same time pushing further into the workpiece. This method does not put pressure on the spindle bearings and is respectful to the drive centre. Firstly, I'll use a roughing gouge to take the corners off and bring the stock to round. The shallow gouge I'm using now is a shop-made tool. I made the blade from a piece of gauge plate, then hardened and tempered it. It holds its edge very well as long as I don't overheat it and draw the temper, which I have done a couple of times in the past. Rehardening and tempering are then required. I've marked the area for the ferrule. I just need to turn this area down to the required diameter for a solid push fit, then push the ferrule on with the aid of a mallet. After reducing the diameter to near final size, I can shape the head of the handle with a shallow gouge. The rest of the handle can now be finished to suit. I'm running the spindle in reverse for the sanding, as this makes dust collection easier and it's working away from me. I'll finish with 240 grip. I set a drill chuck up in the headstock and use the tailstock to feed the handle to bore a step hole for the blade tang. 10, 13 and 16mm at stepped increments will do the job nicely. Holding the handle this way is okay, but I wouldn't do that with a square stop. A final coat with some wax and the handle is complete. I have a couple of storage points left in the roller cabinet, but it looks like I need to find another solution for any chisels I might want. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for watching. Be productive, be creative, but most importantly, be safe in your shed. Catch you next time.